Hello, one, hello, all, brothers and sisters here in the continent, and to you who are in the diaspora. It's my hope that you're okay, you are doing well. I'm very happy and glad to be with you at this moment where we are going to have a constructive conversation and discussion on some important topic on how Africa's unity is the biggest threat to the rest of the world. You know, brothers and sisters, Africa were colonized, enslaved, and Africa was made a supplier of raw materials. If today Africa is going to be united, many industries in the global west will collapse because global west have been using our resources and make Africa supplier of raw materials for their industries. So try to imagine if today Africa has becoming a united country and we are putting some laws and restrictions and taking control of our natural resources. What will happen? So, kings and queens, brothers and sisters, before I'm moving too far, let me share one thing here. What you see here, this is Burkina Faso's President Captain Traoré mobilizing equipment and the soldiers to fight terrorism and terrorists. And also here, this is Ethiopia drone industry. Try to imagine if Ethiopia and Burkina Faso can work together. Those equipment that you have seen, these equipment, some of Burkina Faso, some of them were made in Burkina Faso. And also, we have Ethiopia drone industry. Try to combine this knowledge that we can have industry to produce weapons for the ground battle in Burkina Faso, and in Ethiopia we can have drone industry. Combine those knowledges. When Africa, just imagine Africa is united, where Africa will be. I have just taken two countries, Ethiopia and Burkina Faso, where Africa will be. Africa will become a superpower. Let me ask you one thing. We have seen African nations, African countries buying weapons, buying ammunition. Have you asked where these things are going to be used? Are we going to fight lions? Are we going to fight uh, snakes? Are we going to fight wild animals? No. This equipment that we spend a lot of money, we buy, we use almost more than third quarter of our budgets is to fight fellow Africans. Try to imagine we are united. Rwanda and Congo will not fight each other. There will be no tension between Cameroon and Amazonia. There will be no tension between Burkina and Cote d'Ivoire. And all those amounts that we are supposed to buy weapons to fight each other will be directed to development. We will invest in industries. We will invest in agriculture. We will invest in energy. And automatically, Africa will become a superpower. That's why I'm saying Africa's unity is the world's biggest threat. Because if Africa has to unite today and take control of its natural resources or resources, 75% of industries in the world will collapse. Because Africa was made a market and supplier of raw materials. Just imagine today we are united. As you see, have you seen in Ethiopia that Ethiopia has a drone industry? Let us make Ethiopia supplier and industrial zone for drone to supply across the continent to protect our spaces and for other commercial businesses. Okay, let us make Burkina Faso maybe in industrial zone for car or armed vehicles. Ethiopia supplying drones, Burkina Faso supplying armored vehicles, and other countries. We can give tasks to several countries. Maybe South Africa supplying tires, Botswana supplying shoes for Africa, maybe East Africa can supply rice to feed the entire continent. Don't you see that this Africa can become a superpower? Don't you see that? But because these things, people have already thought about this, that if we can allow these people to come together, our industries are going to collapse. If we allow these people to unite, we are going to lose the market because the population of 1 point almost 4 billion people is a huge market. It's the biggest market that the world needs. And at the same time, these people are supplying raw materials. Just imagine today Congo, with all resources, is among of the poorest countries in this world. Just imagine today we are making Congo the industry zone for electronic devices. How much to supply, of course, in the continent of Africa and the rest to others. Of course, others will not buy from us because they will not believe and trust what we have done. Let us assume for the continent of Africa, how much Congo will gain as Africa. If you try to imagine such kind of thing, we know Nigeria, uh, Angola, and Nigeria, Angola, Mozambique, Uganda, all these countries have oil. Even Namibia have oil. If we can make these countries industrial zone for supplying oil across the continent, of course we have Libya. We know Libya has high deposit of oil. How much we can make? Try to imagine if we can make Niger the major supplier of electricity through its uranium. How much you can make? How much you can pay? How much you can pay? Just imagine we can make Zimbabwe the main supplier of fertilizer. How much we can earn as Africans? That all fertilizer, instead of importing fertilizers from somewhere else, we are going to take fertilizers, our own fertilizers from Zimbabwe. We are going to build industries for producing fertilizers in Zimbabwe. I'm just assuming, maybe not Zimbabwe can make it's in Botswana, anywhere, but within the continent of Africa. How much we can earn as Africans? How many jobs we can create? Have you tried to ask yourself? Just imagine if we can make Tanzania the main producer of cement. We can go there and invest in cement industries. How much we can make? How much we can earn? You see? And allow people to move from one place to another. You see? Try to imagine. Imagine we can make Ghana the main, the industrial zone to purify our gold, that we build big refinery industry in Ghana to purify our gold. How much we'll make? So this is the reason why the unity of Africa is a threat to the rest of the world. Because if Africa will unite, we will not spend a lot of money to buy weapons to fight each other. The industries that are supplying weapons to us to fight each other will collapse and the world will be at peace. Have you tried to imagine that? That if Africa will come together and unite and stop buying weapons, those industries will collapse and the world will be at peace. The world is not at peace because of Africa, because people are getting money to manufacture those things, taking our resources to manufacture those things. Because if we will unite, we take control of our resources. We're not allowed to sell our uranium to create nuclear bombs, to bomb other people. I'm trying to imagine. But see how division has made Africa poor and weak. Today, Africa as a continent has no representative in the UN Security Council. You know why? It's because Africa is weak. But if we were united, we don't need to ask for permanent seat in the UN Security Council. Automatically, the world will need us. By the year 2050, the population of Africa will be 2 times, almost will be 3 point something billion people. And this is the youngest continent. Just imagine. Have you tried to imagine that? So because of division, right now we cannot feed ourselves. Because of division, you see conflict among yourselves. We have really example in Sudan. Sudan are fighting each other. South Sudan, Libya, 2 governments. Sudan, 2 presidents. You can see how division make Africa weak and poor. Right now, we are fighting each other. The time that we are supposed to work in industries, the time that we are supposed to work in, to go to school, to go to farm, we are busy fighting each other. It means we cannot innovate. Our children will not get knowledge and skills. We are going to have shortage of food because we spend a lot of time in fighting. Infrastructures are going to be distracted. So we are also diseases are going to outbreak. You can see. But all in all, it's because of division. It's because of disunity. But if Africans, we can say enough is enough. There's something that we Africans, I don't know why we don't see this thing. And we Africans, we think we'll be here. Of course, the current generation will be here forever. Let us think about the coming generation. What we are doing today, our action of today, are they going to help the coming generation? Are going to be the fruits, good fruits and sweet fruits for the coming generation? Or we are destroying the coming generation? We need to write our own history so that when the coming generation will come, we'll see as the people of Africa that we did something for them. The way today we celebrate Kwame Nkrumah, we celebrate Nyerere, Mandela, those who sacrificed their lives for we to be free. Today we are free because others sacrificed their lives, lost their lives. Modibo Keita, Kwame Nkrumah himself, Nelson Olise Mandela was jailed, Samuel Machel assassinated, killed in the plane accident, Patrice Emery Lumumba assassinated, Thomas Isidore Sankara assassinated, Muhammad Ali Gaddafi assassinated. So we have something to do, brothers and sisters. Let us not speak for too long. Please, if you have something to share with us, please do so through the comment section. Make sure that you share your thoughts with us and you share the video to other Africans. And also don't forget to like it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time. It's my hope that you have understood my points. My point is the issue of unity, that we need to unite, we need to come together, we need to work together as Africans to see how we can overcome our challenges. We want to one day, maybe in your lifetime or not in your lifetime, this continent to have a single leader, to be united, and to become a superpower the way we see United States of America. It is possible. The time will come when this continent, the people of Africa, will decide to come together and unite. I know we are at crossroad of this scramble for Africa, but it's my hope that we will succeed as Africans. After that, brothers and sisters, let me say thank you. Have a nice time. Thank you for this conversation, for being part of this movement, revolutions. Make sure that, as I said, you share the video and you like this video. And also, if you're new, make sure that you subscribe to join this big family of Make Africa Great. Wish you a nice time. Thank you. Have a nice time.
Thank you, Africa, Mama Africa.